Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you wanted to join me today because today we are going to look at another follow me around a day in my life quarantine self-isolation edition, but Denmark is opening up ever so slightly, so it's going to be a little bit different than my last isolation quarantine vlog, and I hope you're going to enjoy this. But before we get started, this video is actually sponsored. Yay! This video is sponsored by World of Bamboo, an online platform where you can find tons of bamboo alternatives to single-use disposable plastic. Bamboo is a really cool alternative to plastic because bamboo can grow really fast, and bamboo production can also take place a lot of different places in the world, whereas the production of petroleum-based plastic can only take place very few specific places in the world. So I'm really happy to be partnering up with World of Bamboo for this video, and they sent me this really cool starter care package with tons of cool products that I am looking so much forward to try. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Hello and good morning. So I started off my day with some oatmeal. It was nice, and Jens made it for me while I was getting ready, so that was a-okay. And I've always used wooden or bamboo utensils when I cook because it's better for my skillets and whatnot, so I just kept on eating with my little bamboo spoon because I didn't want to make any more dishes, you know. Then I got ready, and today I'm wearing all thrifted clothes, and I always feel like super fierce when I'm only wearing thrifted things because I feel like that's a victory in itself. And then I'm wearing my black Buddha jewelry and my vintage jewelry and my Ana Lucia jewelry, so like a good combo of all of these things. And I also put on makeup because, what do you know, I'm meeting my mom today for the first time in over a month, like ages and ages, and we're going to do social distancing in a park area where we're going to take a walk, and I'm looking so much forward to it because I haven't seen her in such a long time. She also does not live in the same city as I do. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But first of all, we are going to go to the farmer's market because that has been closed for about 3 weeks, almost a month. My farmer's market has been closed, and that's been really sad. But recently it reopened, so I assume there are lots of safety measures being taken, but I'm still going to go, keep a good distance to everyone else, and of course wash my hands, and I also wear gloves whenever I go outside. So yeah, I'm so excited to go to my farmer's market and restock my fridge with plastic-free veg and fruit. So I am also putting these air fresheners everywhere. The air freshener is made from activated charcoal and bamboo, and it doesn't actually smell, or you cannot really smell it yourself, but it removes bad odors from your room and also moisture. So I'm putting one in my bath and one in my bedroom, simply just to avoid a lot of moisture because that's where I bathe and sleep. So hello girl. Ooh, ooh. Oh yes. Oh, this is nice. Okay, and this is what we're dealing with and I am going to the farmer's market. Look. I like layers and I don't want to be cold. And then I have my giant shopper with several canvas bags inside. And I think I am all ready to go. So I'm on my way to the farmer's market, and since you guys always request for me to film more of the architecture in Aalborg and in Denmark in general, here you go. Montage. So I just sat down in the park for a while. I really needed that, with good distance to everyone else because safety. And about safety, I just went to my farmer's market and I got all of my greens. It was so good to be back, and just also I really want to support the small farmers in my local area because they are also really suffering due to the coronavirus. So I really wanted to support them, and it's so nice. And they were so happy to see everyone. Everyone kept a good distance, so that was nice. And I got a few bits and bobs I'm going to show you when I get back into my apartment. I'm going to take a picture for the grams. We know this, but I also really wanted to show you something else if I can find it, because of safety everyone was required to wear a glove, because otherwise you just go around touching all the food and it's very unsanitary, especially right now. And is it ideal to wear a glove when you're zero waste, when it's made out of plastic? No. Is it okay to whine about wearing a single plastic glove? No. So that is sort of where I'm at. The zero waste has always been like an unattainable goal, something that you cannot do completely and perfectly, but we can all do the best that we can. And especially now, it's more difficult to be zero waste or to be low waste or to be plastic free, but there's still tons of things that we can do. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it worth doing anyway? Definitely 100%. And yeah, I don't have a problem wearing a single glove. The reason why I brought it with me, by the way, is not to put it in my fancy trash jar, because yeah, I don't have one. But the bins that you put these gloves in are really, really big, and I've seen these gloves just fly everywhere around the city. And when I find one, I pick it up and I throw it away again. But I really wanted to just take this home and just use the bins that are close to my apartment, just to make sure, because they have a lid, haha. I don't want it to fly somewhere or just to get out into the ocean or whatnot. So yeah, we brought our glove home. I just turned it inside out, so I am actually not touching any of the stuff that touched anything else. So just wanted to make that clear. But yeah, now I'm just sitting here on the grass and it's really, really lovely. It's nice. So now we're back home and I have all the stuff laid out for the picture. We have some cabbage, garlic, pepper, leek. Look at these small, tiny leek. They are also locally grown. Then we have some carrots. I got a couple of these because they weren't like perfectly shaped or have small cosmetic errors, but they're still fine to eat, so that's great. I always try to go for the ugliest veg I can find, because it's possible that lots of other consumers won't be buying them and then they will be thrown away. So that's why a lot of my veg always looks weird. And then we have some wild garlic that I'm going to use in pesto. This stuff is so healthy. And then we have some kale, which I always love, grapefruit and bananas, and then we have parsley. So yeah, it's a tiny little haul compared to what I usually do at the farmer's market, but I'm going to go back on Wednesday again. I didn't actually really know what I needed. I just really wanted to support them, and all of these things are staples, so I know I will be able to find use for them. And then I'll have a plan on Wednesday when I'm going again to see if I can find more stuff. But yeah, this is all I got. So my carrots and the garlic and some onions as well are lying outside of my fridge, and I usually just nailed it in there. In my fridge we have the kale and the parsley just in glasses of water, and then they're going to stay fresh for at least a week, which is nice. And then I have some loose veg lying around in here. Oh, and yeah, some glass containers with different stuff. We have our homemade cashew milk. This is, we have some of the cashew nut meat that I'm going to use for baking. What else do we have? We have pickled red onion leftovers, and here we have some aquafaba that I'm just cooling and waiting until I have like a hand mixer so I can make that into meringue. And yeah, this is it. Bam. So my mum is arriving in about 40 minutes, but I'm super hungry now. We're going to get lunch. So I'm just going to make like a tiny smoothie just to top off the hunger. And hopefully that's going to be great. I have tons of fruit and veg that I can put in, tons of spinach. So let's go do that right now. This is what the smoothie is going to contain. I have the nut milk that I've made with dumpster dived nuts. We have baby spinach, a banana, and then a passion fruit. And usually I don't buy exotic fruits like this because of the transportation and the carbon footprint. But this was about to be thrown away. It was in like save the food, rescue the food bin. And I thought I might as well pick them up, otherwise they would go to waste, because I'm not dumpster diving at the moment because of Corona. So yeah, what am I doing here? So let's throw this in the blender. Hello. Smoothie. I got this in a thrift shop, and it's a little cactus, and I use it every time I have a green smoothie because that's my level of humor. Then we have a little bamboo straw because I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it with me when my mom arrives. it's just really difficult otherwise to drink it. You don't normally use a straw, although I have kind of a lot of them. And the picnic set, the cutlery picnic set that World of Bamboo sent me had a straw, so I thought I might as well use that as well. It is kind of convenient, it's also kind of unnecessary, and I have very going back and forth with how much I appreciate plastic-free straws, but obviously they're really, really good to have, especially if you actually need straws and can use them. I made a video some time ago about eco-ableism, which I think everyone should watch, or everyone should research a little bit about eco-ableism, because the straw has sort of become this symbolic thing for plastic pollution, and the straws only account for 0.025% of all ocean plastic, so literally nothing. We have so many other issues, but if you can choose a plastic-free straw and you need one, oh yes, girl. Also, if I have smoothie leftovers that I cannot finish, I'm not going to throw them away or down the drain. I'm going to put them into these popsicle forms, and I'm going to freeze them to make smoothie popsicles. That's a really neat way of making sure that you're not wasting any food. Hello again, everybody. My mum just left and it's about 6 o'clock, so I'm going to prep some dinner really soon. I'm also quite hungry again. We ended up going for a really long walk around Oldburg and just having a great time, social distancing to everyone else, and we avoided all the streets that are filled with people right now because Denmark recently opened up again and lots of the closed down shops were opened up. So people are just crazy, and everyone seems to have forgotten all the safety measures from the last month. Just everything is gone. So yeah, we avoided a lot of the bigger places with many people and tried to stay a little to ourselves, which seemed to have worked really well. And then we supported one of our local businesses. There is a pizza place that makes vegan pizzas. They also do have animal products, but this is the only pizza place in Aalborg, or one of the only pizza places in Aalborg, that has vegan cheeses, and I really wanted to support them because they're also really close by to where I live. So we ended up having takeout, and usually takeout isn't very zero waste because there is some packaging that you wouldn't normally get. But as you cannot eat in restaurants right now, this is kind of the only way to support these businesses, so I am buying takeout from time to time, especially if I know I will get it in cardboard and not in plastic or styrofoam or whatnot. I'm still kind of wary about those. But in cardboard, you can easily just recycle the cardboard and cut out all the grease stains and compost those. So that should be pretty straightforward. I've done that a couple of times this quarantine as well. I'm going to make some leftovers. I have this tomato sauce with some soy bits in it. And then I have some pastas and these falafel. Some of them are just a little bit burned, but I mean, we'll manage anyway. I'm going to boil a little bit more pasta. And then this is going to be my dinner. I am trying to use all the old stuff before I start cooking with the new things. It's just occurring to me that it seems like I didn't get a lot of nutrition today, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about this sauce. I've made it tons of times before, and it has soy chunks, it has lentils, it has mushrooms, it has wild garlic, tons of stuff in it. The same with the falafel. They have garlic, chickpeas. Sometimes I put lentils in as well, but I didn't do that today. And they have cabbage in them as well. I just blend up everything and put it in. That's what she said. I'm so sorry. It's so easy to create an image of a diet, good or bad, that's not reality, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just before any of you guys go, oh, why aren't you getting any more greens, girl? I got you, fam. I'm getting more greens tomorrow. I did get some greens today. They were just really well camouflaged in falafel. So yeah, just really wanted to point that out because every day looks different for most people, and this was not necessarily my most ideal day, but I'm not gonna beat myself up. Just sit down for this, shall we? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So now we are heating the pasta, and whilst that is happening, I am talking to some of my friends on Discord. Because we're not meeting up right now, Discord is really great, and I actually made a Discord for you guys as well. And if there's anything you need to talk to someone about, worries, victories, any sort of thing, there is a Discord server open. You can just go and join. I feel like that's a neat way of being together whilst being apart. So it ended up being pretty late. It's about 11 o'clock now, but I really want to do my dishes before I go to bed. That's just something that I really like to do, so I am not waking up to dirty dishes. And for that, I am using a dish soap that comes in a glass bottle like this. And you have seen this 8,000 times on my channel, I reckon. Then I'm using a dish brush in wood and also with plant-based bristles. And then I am using the dish sponges in bamboo from World of Bamboo. And these are really, really great, especially for pots and pans and stuff. Done so. Now we can go to bed. Hello and welcome to my bathroom. I'm getting ready to go to bed, so I'm going to take off my makeup, and for that I am using reusable rounds like these. You can make them yourself, but you can also buy them if you're less nifty. And I am simply just using coconut oil to remove my makeup. Coconut oil, cold water and a towel, and then these works fine. And yeah, I'm just using the normal coconut oil that I am also using for cooking. So yeah, the other side, not as dirty as this one. And then I just throw this in the wash with my normal clothes. That's it. Why did I need a new angle to brush my teeth? No one knows. Let's do the blogger thing. Here we have it. Da, da, da. And then I have my dental taps that I use as toothpaste. More dental. And lastly, I'm going to floss. I actually have a fake tooth in here that has quite a bit of space in between each side. So it's really important that I keep that clean, otherwise I'm getting an infection. I have done that several times, it just sucks. So I am very serious about dental hygiene because dentists are expensive, yo. I can save this floss and use it for several days. So the book I'm reading right now is Stephen Fry's Heroes. I finished last year Mythos, which was also amazing, and now I am getting into the second book, which is Heroes, and all about the Greek myths of the heroes and like their stories. This is incredibly interesting and Stephen Fry tells it so well, so I definitely recommend everybody to read this book, especially if you find good books good. I am going to head out now and just crawl under my covers. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you liked it. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you are doing these days, or how you are keeping yourself up to date, how you are taking care of your mental health and what you are doing and what you're looking forward to do once the dust settles on this insane situation. All my love and just good vibes go out to you. Stay really, really safe and have an amazing day. And thank you so much to World of Bamboo for sponsoring this video. Stay safe and see you guys in my next video. Okay, take really good care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye! Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green, zero-waste content, and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!